Hey there, this is Buzzrod, and I'm playing Farm Together 2. This is the full Steam version with Steam Cloud Save and controller support. So this is running on a Windows emulator called GameHub. So it has a frame counter at the bottom. I'm getting 20 FPS at the moment. As you can see, it's not perfect. There are some graphical glitches there. As you can see in the background, there's like some black, I don't know, black lines there in the clouds. But I will show you my current save. And this is my account from Steam. It is level 25 and it's created last month. So I'm just going to go and play that farm. And there we are. So we do have a Halloween event going, and it is currently nighttime. So not the best lighting to show you this game, but we will look close at the frames per second counter. Currently 30 FPS, and I'm just going to get onto my tractor and start some farming. So as we have the event with the Halloween pumpkins, I'm just going to farm those. Actually, I'll go ahead and replant them. As you can see, it is fairly playable. I will say there are some dips during the gameplay. So as you can see just right there, I'm not sure if you can catch it on the camera, but there are sort of like stutters there. So with Windows emulation, it is very taxing on the phone. And my phone is only a mid-range, and the chipset isn't really known for emulation. Well, Windows emulation anyway. So uh, I will say it is. I will say it is playable for me, and I'm willing to play like this, regardless of the stutters there, just because the convenience of having a very small and lightweight device like this and playing, for example, in bed, which is really great for just, doing some light gaming like this. And I'll show you maybe the the best frame rate. So I'll just go into the house. Let me just go and pull up the map. Uh, Can't remember. Oh, there it is. So we'll probably get the best frame rate if we're standing inside the house. So um, there's very few things, and we can see our frame rate jump up to the 40s. There we go, 45. And that's because there's very little assets being loaded in here. So we just only have some kitchen stoves, and so this is like the best case of the frame rate for me. So I'll just go ahead and do some cooking here. There we go. Maybe I'll finish off or add this painting as well. Nice. And yeah, you can see the CPU is pretty much, very much always close to 100%. Maybe I should go outside and check. Oh, let me go outside. Yeah, so when we are outside, it is pretty much hitting the wall at 100. And the other thing I would mention with emulation, Windows emulation, is that it does heat up your phone quite a lot, so you do have to be careful with the cooling as well, because the phones don't really have active cooling. So that can be an issue if it gets too hot. You might want to just like stop playing the game for a while. But I did notice with my short sessions here that the phone, the back of the phone does get warm, but not as warm as some other games. So for this game in particular, it's not too bad. And of course, you can reduce the settings as well. So the quality I set is custom, and in the advanced settings, I have most things disabled or low. So the render scale is 70% only. Textures at low, models low, the lights are low. A lot of these things are disabled, and as you can see, the processing settings, I've also disabled most of that with screen effects low as well. So the other thing I want to show you is the online aspect. So I'm just going to go onto another farm. All right, so I'm at the main menu now, and I'm just going to join someone else's farm. As you can see, Steam Online capability is available, and I might just go into this one, Asgard. I believe I've been on this farm before, but yeah, GameHub has full Steam capability. It has cloud save, and we can play online as well. So it is taking a bit to load as usual. I will. I do think that if there's more assets in the game, so if your farm is completely like chock full of flowers and items, it will affect the frame rate. So if you start off your farm and there's like nothing on it, you do get better frame rates. And of course, if there's lots of stuff happening, your frame rate is quite low. So as you can see, right now, this person's farm has a lot of stuff, and the frame rate, okay, it did stabilize a bit there, so not too bad. I thought it was going to be very low, but it is 20 to 25, so I think it was lower than what I had on my farm because I did have less stuff.
I forgot to mention that the audio coming out of this game is completely fine through this emulator. So this setup is perfect for being able to play Farm Together and other games on your Steam account in a portable way. So whether that's in bed, outside, on the go. So you don't have to be on your computer or laptop to play this game. Of course, I highly recommend if you do this to have a controller like I have here. Just makes it way better than trying to use the on-screen controls. So if you don't have the controller, it'll just have the overlay of buttons on screen. So when you do that, you do cover like part of the screen with your fingers, which is not ideal. And the other thing is you do need quite a decent phone to be able to do this, and it's only on Android. So PC emulation is only available on Android devices at the moment.
I'm just going to exit the game now and show you the cloud sync for Steam. So when you exit the game, you do get a black screen, and the cloud sync will happen, and you can check the cloud sync progress. As you can see there, it says, well, yeah, it was syncing to the cloud, and it has now completed. So the cloud save is now available to play on your other devices, on your computer as well. So this is GameHub, and you basically install the app and you sign into your Steam account. And once you do that, you can install the game that you want to play. So I've installed both Farm Together and Farm Together 2. There's two settings that you need to configure. So inside of the PC game settings, you want to make sure that under the compatibility tab, you want to select the compatibility layer to be this version, Proton 9 X64, and the other option you need to change is the CPU translator. So you need to set it as box64 0.37B1, and that should let you play the game. The only other option you need to check is that the Steam client version is the one with the numbers, and the allow auto sync cloud saves is enabled, which is on by default. But yeah, once those settings are there, you can just launch the game. So you just go onto the game itself and press A. So I'm running the latest version of GameHub, which is GameHub version 5.2. And this is what happens when you launch the game. It'll start um, loading up the emulator and pretty much start running the game. So there'll be messages that you can see, and it'll say application launched. Sometimes it does say application failed, um, but what you can do is just retry the opening the game again. And there we have it, the splash screen and the frame counter at the bottom. So that's pretty much it. Um, we have controller detection, that's great. So yeah, if you liked this video, please make sure to give it a like, to recommend it to others in the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.